One team is the red team and another team is blue team. So what do the in red team? Offensive security, ethical hacking, exploitation of vulnerabilities, penetration testing, black box testing, social engineering, application scanning. And in the blue team, defensive security, infrastructure protection, damage control, incident happens, incidents response, operation security, and threat hunting, digital forensic. All these are the comes under the blue team. So in the red team, when you had invited the red means red team is working on your in our organization. So sometimes I mean, when they are suppose one critical application is there and it generates per hour. So suppose you can say that $500 per hour, $500 it is generating. But red team is working on this, so it can be down. So, so when it will get down, then everyone, I suppose you are generating that revenue, then that will just harm or stop this. So what we do, we inform the blue team also. If something is happened, mishappens, then you have to prepare for this. So understand my point. Red team is working on another platform. Blue team is another working on the other separate uh, things. But they have information that red team is working on this like this. So this we call this blind testing. Okay. And double blind, what is double blind? Double blind means red team is working in the application means for offensive things, but blue team don't have any information about what is happening in the organization red team are working or not. Means they are not aware about these things. So it's called double blind. It is simple. You can say that you are just preparing your organization for the real scenarios when hackers will hack the things and what will happen. Similar like that, you can say that this is the case. So understand my points. What I am telling to you. It is clear now what is the double blind and what is the blind testing. Okay. So another things are white box testing, black box testing. Okay. White box testing means you have information, some information about the code and all. You have the information. White box testing. In the black box testing, you don't have any information. Like you don't know even what is the source code, right? Source code information is not given in the black box. White box we have you have source code. The code remains visible to the testers. It it can called structural testing. It can called clear box testing. Or also like it can be also called the low level testing. Generally done by the developers. Okay, and test the logic and implementations of software, programming knowledge and implementation details and requires. Types of white box testing includes pass testing, flow graph, cyclomatic complexity, control structure, all these. Generally, test tools depends on the programming language. In black box, we don't have information about the source code and all. It can call it functional testing. It we also call this is it closed testing means loop is closed and it can be also called a high level testing generally done by the independent testers. Specification documents is required for the testing. Test behavior and functionality of the software actual implementation means this is the not so much important, but you have to just know aware about this that in black box we don't have a, knowledge or information about the code source code, and in white box is this is the these things. I think it is clear now, sir. We can move ahead. Everything is done right. We're discussing about okay, the different types of attacks, right? Remember we have discussed about the threat modeling earlier. Why we do a threat modeling? This is also a kind of testing like scenario analysis. We do scenario analysis. When you just see the keywords in scenario analysis like this, it is related to threat modeling and like stride we have done, right? So social engineering attacks and pretext attacks both are the same thing, but in social engineering attacks we don't have any information about the user, but in pretext attacks we have the information about the users, like they are having the um, social media accounts like LinkedIn, Facebook, everything, and they are having the bank account in something like that. You can say that in ICICI Bank, right? So these are the key difference between two social engineering and pretext attacks. No knowledge of the target, so in social engineering, but in pretext we have the information. Phishing attack, it is a mass level of like, right? Mass level of means suppose you are texting or SMSing voice missing voice text or as a text or message means mass levels social engineering. And spear phishing, you can say that you are targeting this particular person like the CEO and like this. So this is the same way. There is a key difference between this. Spear phishing and phishing attack both are the same thing, but you are targeting some specific person in spear phishing only. And next is my screen is visible now, right? Baiting attack. Baiting attack is very important for the CISSP exams as per concerns. One question is fixed for this. So in baiting attacks there are some keywords I am giving you. Draw attention, right? Create something like that. Roles, false promise. All this when you will see that. And what is the baiting attack? I'll discuss, but I'm just telling you the keywords before. Uh, what we do in baiting, suppose we have a malicious pen drive, right? And we put it in under some somewhere, like in the office or anywhere, something like that in box, and given like that, it is a gift, something like that, or just left it out any places, and someone has got this and insert the pen drive in laptops or desktop, and in backend there is a malicious code and software, and which will run or insert the virus in the system and compromise the system. So this is the key things we do through the pen drive only. Okay, so this is the betting attack, but only you have to remember that this this happens through the pen drive, and keywords will be the lower the targets, draw the attentions, I mean some warnings you willing to convey, and false promise. All these the keywords. We will do the exercises, then we'll discuss more about this. But another is most important. Sometimes they ask tailgating and piggybacking, right? In metro, when you have seen something like that, tailgating and piggybacking. Suppose someone is entering through the access card in in the premises or in the metro station. You can say that. So tailgating is without consent, and piggybacking is with the consent. Suppose you are entering and someone is following to you and he has also entered. So this is the tailgating, and piggybacking means with the consent when you have hidden someone like behind the in backside some guy or some child, and you have entered, right? So with consent and without consent, you have knowledge about the uh, second person who is willing to enter, and in tailgating without your consent. Okay, you don't have knowledge about this. So this is the two things. Okay. Next, next is service level agreement. When uh, you do, there are the party means you are taking the services from the, suppose you are taking the internet services, right, from the different ISPs. So you sign the SLA, right, and they promise that they are providing the services up to point means four level, like 9.99, yeah, 9.999. So they have written all this in the agreements. So there in service level agreement, there are three things: service level requirements, service level agreements, and service level reports. These are the three things. We will discuss one by one. Suppose here it is. Here client, Here it is server. Server. Here it is client. Here it is server. And client have some requirement, right? Client have some requirement. These are the needs. Like suppose we don't want more than 1 hour um, downtime, and this much of quality of services I need. And server means provider. You can say that also have some uh, level of services. So they will they will interchange those things, like, and they come up with the some agreements like that. Um, suppose client is asking for 1 hour or maximum 1 hour downtime, but provider is giving that we don't have more like this. We are providing only 4 hours, maximum 4 hours downtime. So you have to mutually understand and come up the agreement. So when you will come some agreements, right? You are agreeing upon something like that, then you will generate the reports and all, and sign the SLA. There is just few things which in SLA you have to mention that metrics, right? Escalation metrics and all. You have to in the case of downtime, you suppose you are your services is down now, and you have to escalate the services to top level of the management. So what you will do when you have to escalation metrics, you can do it easily. Otherwise, there is no chances. Organization matrix is also added. And one other thing is, suppose when you are taking the services from third party, so there is a client side audit also, right? We do the client side audit sometimes. So actually, we are they means whatever they are promising, they have or not. We have to see that, look and verify. We go there and verify that. So one clause is also it should be added. Right to audit, right to audit clause is very essential when you are a certified and having the key level of this. Yes, you have to ensure in the evaluations, right? So these are the things we have to discuss. One more thing is SLA is two types: internal SLA and external SLA. Internal SLA, you can say that within the department, right? And you have suppose you are preparing the SLA within the department, means for your organization and other things. One suppose you are providing the internet services, you have to the finance department or some like some other production department productions. So you have agreed some documents like signed the SLA type to be this will be the within the department. You can say that it is a for internal SLA, right? Now it is okay. We can move ahead. Okay, so it is a very important thing. BCP, DR, MTD, RPO, RTO, and WRT. What is the BCP? If I ask, what is the BCP? What is the difference between two? Anyone? Saraf sir, I am audible. Gautam sir, am I audible? I'm audible. Hello, I'm audible. Okay, okay. So we'll discuss one by one. What is the BCP and what is the DR? BCP, you can say the BCP is an umbrella, and DR is a part of this. Okay, so BCP is the documentation and predetermined document set of
Hello,
instructions. Yes, yes, sir. I'm
hello.
audible.
Yeah, yes. Actually, yes, you're audible. Actually, I am traveling. That's why there is a disconnection. Okay, I can hear
Okay.
you. So BCP business continuity plan is something that any disruption happen in the system, so that you can run the system without any business impact. So that readiness, this business continuity, and in that BCP we do means normal practice is as a network point of view, we do the HA test, we do the uh, this dual power short test, we do the internet two high speed test, core switches, that HA test. All these critical elements should be there in the part of the BCP plan actually. So, so if anything goes wrong or anything disruption happen, so our business at least minimum with minimum configuration should run without any business impact. Minimize minimum business impact. That I understand.
Okay.
As per my understanding.
Okay. Correctly said, sir. Okay, we'll discuss more about this. Thank you, sir. Um, BCP is the written document of a predetermined set of instructions or operations that determine how an organization's mission business process will be sustained during or after a significant disruptions. And in disaster recovery, a written plan for recovery one or more information systems at an alternate facility in response to a major hardware or software failure or disruptions. Like so,
Yes, yes. Yeah,
BCP is
so
an umbrella, and DR is a part of this, right?
yes,
Suppose you have a
sub.
4 hour. Okay, okay, please, please.
So yeah, basically the this um, DR is subset of BCP, correct?
Yes, yes, yes,
If BCP and if BCP in the BCP plan, DR should be also mentioned there. Okay.
yes, yes. We will discuss one by one. We will
Yes.
clear
Okay.
the
Okay.
doubts. So BCP is the strategic plan, long-term plan. You can say that, and in DR, it is a technical or operational type, meaning short-term or mid-term plans. So suppose um, system, there is a site one side, another is a second side. Here it is a contingency. Third side. Suppose we have a set of 50 servers or 100 servers PRK, we can say that. We have application and set of 100 servers. We have 100 servers. Yeah, and we are providing the services from the here to the clients, and we are generating the revenue from this. Like Amazon, you can say that Amazon.com. Amazon is a commercial sites, like, and they are having 100 servers from here, and they are providing. But something happened, and they are having the disruptions of services and all, and they have to provide, means shift the services from this place to this place, right? From here to here. But here it is a problem. Here only they having 50 servers. They are having 50 servers for the same applications, right? And it will take time to shift from here to here, 1 hour, right? Fully functional, we have to shift like that, something like that. And here we have the contingency sites. Here we are having 20 servers, but it it will work suddenly, means no downtime, something like that. So what we do here, it is fully down. Now we have to shift from the services from there. We have shifted from here. It will disconnect in 10 minutes. You have to rejoin. Gautam sir, I request you, if I disconnect, then you just rejoin. Okay, so you have to shift it. So this is a contingency. Suppose you have a backup plans, like uh, you have a generator. When lights goes on, you have to generator. But for contingency, you have a UPS plan for suddenly switching the servers. So this is the same way. First of all, you have shifted here and shifted from here. But when you are shifting here, only 50 servers is there. So it will not work like that as a normal. Right? So you have to reshift that from here to here, back to the normal. Like, so this is the same way. Suppose you are using power from the power supply, light from the authority, but you have to generate generator. When light goes, you start generator, but it take time, 5 minutes or like something like that, or manual if it is. Then you have UPS power, right? So it's first you shift here and then on this, the same way.